Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this Spellbinders card making project. This project we're going to be using the Spellbinders die set called Sweet Wish, which is a cupcake with extra embellishments including a word saying wish. It's going to be quite a modern project with a bit of rubber stamping and some colouring in, so you might like this one. So there's 7 dies in the die set, and then we're also going to be using the special birthday sentiments stamps from Spellbinders. These are amazing stamps. You get so many choices, all with the words birthday in the title. Lots of different things and some very cute little embellishments. So we'll make a gorgeous modern card. The first thing that I'm going to do is take my base card, which is a 7x5 inch card, and if you look on our cardometer, it is just a nice size of card, a good real estate area to fill in, not too big and not too small. So the first thing we're going to do, as always in all my projects, I'm going to take my bone folder and make sure we've got a good sharp score along the edge. Now we're going to decorate the inside first, and this card there's a lot of matting and layering involved. I've used the Spellbinders rectangle sets A and B for this. Now the first thing that I've done is I've already stamped the inside because I don't want you to have to sit and watch me colour in, so I thought I'll explain how I've done it and you'll see just the route that I've taken to get there. So the first thing that I did was I actually took a piece of white card, Basil Basics cardstock, and I stamped using the balloon stamps from the special birthday sentiment set from Spellbinders, and I stamped, there's 2 balloons, I stamped all the way along the edge, and then I coloured them in, and then after I'd coloured them in using one of my Cupcake watermark pens, I then took a grey one just to shade behind the balloons. Really simple, you don't have to be an artist, so you simply stamp in the balloons, colour in the balloon in, and then just highlighting with a grey marker the tail of the balloon. And then what you're left with is that. So that's the inside, and then I just stamped the birthday sentiment in the centre. So the first thing we're going to do is I've got quite a deep colour teal paper for our base of our insert, and we'll pop that through the centre of the card just to give it a background. And then our stamped insert, I've already got the tape on that as well, and we can pop that in on top of our tail background. So we've still got enough room through the centre for our message to and from, nice and clean, and it looks very professional. So now we can do the front of our card. Again, my bone folder just to make sure I've still got a nice sharp score along the edge. So I'm going to start off with all the matting and layering. So our first 2 layers I've already just stuck together to save a little bit of time. So the base layer was a pale blue, and then the next is a kind of rusty red colour. Then we've got a lemon layer, because I've tried to follow the colours that I've used to colour in the balloons. So this is our lemon layer. There we go. And then the tealy blue layer like we had for the inserts. And it's simply layering them up for the matte and layers and kind of framing what we're going to have for the centre of the card. Now for the centre I've done exactly the same as I did for the insert, stamped the balloons along the edge, I've coloured them in with my watermark colours, and then I've just shaded the bottom of the balloons and highlighted them, and then using glossy accents I've simply added the glossy accents just in the centre of the balloons. So that's just highlighting them, and it makes them look really pretty in the light. So we can add this through the centre of our card, like so. There we go. Now next, from the die set, I've cut out the word wish twice, once in a burnt orange paper and once in a cerise paper. I've run it through my Xyron machine. Now my Xyron's a tiny little machine, but it would work on any size. So I'm simply going to peel the word off, and then I'm going to place it on my card just above the balloons. And I'm not going to forget the dot for the eye. So where I've used the two colours of paper, I've shadowed it with the cerise just to highlight the word. So that's our word. Now next, I've die cut the cupcake. Now it comes in sections, and this is the base section of it. And you can see from the die you've actually got the slots for the embossed cupcake wrapper, the little case that it sits in. So all I've done is I've inked it slightly just through the centre and around the edge at the bottom, and I've curled it, and I've just put 3D foam through the centre. Now for our cupcake top, I cut it out from the die in pink card, and then I took it through the embossing machine, and it embosses the swirls and everything in to make it look like the icing. And then I've just added a little bit of wet glue and some snowflake glitter pieces just to make the icing sparkle a little. I've got 3D foam on the back of it, and I'm going to place it just above our cupcake wrapper, like so. So you've got the curl from the wrapper, but that one's quite straight for the topping. Next, I've die cut the little cherry that's also in the set, and I've die cut it in red cardstock, and I've added a little bit of glossy accents just over the top of it. And then the last thing that I've got is I've die cut the candle. Now the candle, I die cut it in white card. I've coloured in the top of the candle for the flame, and then I've shadowed the white section of the candle to make it look a little bit rounder. And I'm just simply going to add it just to the top of my cupcake like that. And that is our card finished. Something a little bit different, very modern. We've got our rubber stamping technique. We've got our gorgeous cupcake with a cherry on, and then the inside matches perfectly to the outside with our rubber stamping that matches and the colouring. And it's just such a pretty modern card. Stands up nicely. There's not too much bulk for it to go in an envelope. You've just got one little layer of decoupage, so it would go flat nicely. And it's just a perfect card using some gorgeous dies and stamps, and just a great technique to use the little embellishment stamps that you get in the set. I really hope you've enjoyed this. All the details for the items that I use will be on my blog for Spellbinders. You will be able to see lots of other projects as well as we go along. There'll be links on the page of the project for Spellbinders that will take you to the Spellbinders website for you to get more information about the products that I've used. Every Saturday from now on there's going to be a Spellbinders project. We're going to still carry on with our Monday, Wednesday and Friday projects for Anna Griffin fans. and then I'm just slotting in the Saturday one of Spellbinders. So please, if you've enjoyed this, hit that like button. I love hearing from you. You can always find me on Facebook if you've got anything to say. If you've tried any of my projects, please share them, let me see them, because I really do enjoy hearing from you. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.